Tanzania lies a world veiled in an almost mystical beauty. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers, a symphony of life that seems to sing of tranquility. But listen closer. Beneath the harmonious chorus of nature, a dissonant chord of tension hums, an invisible, ever-present undercurrent of ambition, fear, and fragile dominance. Every leaf that quivers in the gentle breeze could be concealing a story of a silent ascent to power or a brutal, swift downfall. In this jungle of power, the line between ruler and ruled is precariously thin, a tightrope walk where even the mightiest can be plunged into oblivion in the blink of an eye. As the first rays of dawn pierce the dense canopy, they illuminate a society in quiet turmoil. The chimpanzees, our closest living relatives, move with a palpable unease. Their eyes, so strikingly intelligent and expressive, dart about, constantly assessing their surroundings, their allies, and their rivals. This is not just a struggle for the next meal or a safe place to rest. It is a complex political arena. Beneath the lush green ceiling of their world, a storm is brewing. Secret alliances are forged in the quiet moments of grooming, whispered promises of support, exchanged with a subtle glance. Betrayals are plotted in the shadows, fueled by the intoxicating scent of power. The air crackles with unspoken challenges and simmering resentments, setting a stage draped in lianas and ancient trees for a drama of Shakespearean proportions. The inevitable eruption happens under the sprawling branches of a giant fig tree, a silent witness to countless generations of power struggles. A young, ambitious male, his muscles taut with a potent combination of adrenaline and resolve, breaks the morning calm with a deafening howl. It is a direct, unambiguous challenge to the established order. The air, once filled with the gentle sounds of the forest, is now pierced by the primal screams of confrontation. The old alpha, his fur grizzled with the wisdom and scars of past victories, rises to meet his challenger. The troop scatters, forming a circle of wide-eyed spectators. What follows is a whirlwind of violence, a brutal ballet of teeth and fists. Dust and fur fly as the two titans clash, their powerful bodies colliding with a force that seems to shake the very ground beneath them. It is a raw, unfiltered display of nature's unyielding law. The strong must constantly prove their strength. But today, the old king's strength is not enough. A moment of hesitation, a slight miscalculation, and the tide turns irrevocably. In a matter of seconds, the reign that was built on years of dominance is shattered. The old alpha lies defeated, his breath coming in ragged gasps, the fire of leadership extinguished from his eyes. A profound silence descends upon the clearing, a collective breath held by the entire community. Then a new chorus of cries echoes through the jungle, a proclamation not of mourning but of a new era. A new king has been crowned. The young alpha, his body still trembling with the aftershocks of the fight, now occupies the metaphorical throne. His victory grants him immediate and undisputed privileges. He claims the first and best of the ripening fruit, his choice of the most comfortable resting places, and most importantly, the primary rights to mate with the receptive females of the troop. His reign has begun, and the spoils of his victory are sweet. Yet, as he sits in his newfound position of power, a flicker of fear, a deep-seated anxiety, lingers in his eyes. He is acutely aware that the very same ambition that propelled him to the top is now stirring in the hearts of the other males who watch him from the periphery. He understands the brutal truth of his world. Leadership is a privilege wrapped in constant peril. The crown he has just won is a heavy one, and the whispers of rebellion may already be carried on the jungle breeze. Today's victor is, and always will be, a potential victim of tomorrow's challenger. Have you ever felt the weight of a new responsibility? The understanding that with great power comes not just great opportunity, but also great vulnerability. In this intricate and often volatile society, the act of mating is rarely a simple affair of biological imperative. It is as political as the fight for the alpha position itself. When the females signal their readiness to conceive, a new layer of political maneuvering unfolds. The alpha, by right of his dominant status, has the first claim, a clear and public demonstration of his supremacy. The world of the chimpanzee is far more nuanced than a simple dictatorship. The lesser males, those who lack the sheer physical power to challenge the alpha directly, do not simply resign themselves to a life of celibacy. They are masters of a different kind of power play. They form strategic alliances, offering protection to females and their offspring in exchange for mating opportunities. They engage in subtle courtship rituals, carefully navigating the social landscape to find their moment. Every bond forged, every act of grooming, every shared piece of fruit becomes a transaction in nature's cunning and complex court. It is a reminder that power can be wielded in many forms, not just through brute force, but through intelligence, patience, and social acumen. Yet beyond the constant undercurrent of conflict and political intrigue, a more profound force binds this community together: the absolute necessity of survival. This is where the raw individualism of ambition gives way to the collective strength of cooperation. The troop functions as a single, cohesive unit in the face of the jungle's many dangers. They hunt together, a coordinated effort of strategy and communication, to take down prey that would be impossible for a single chimpanzee to conquer. The spoils of the hunt are shared, a vital practice that ensures the well-being of the entire group. The young are not just the responsibility of their mothers. They are nurtured and protected by the community as a whole. Knowledge, the most precious of commodities, is passed down through generations. Young chimpanzees learn from their elders how to use tools, sticks to fish for termites, stones to crack open nuts, skills that are crucial for their survival. They learn which plants are safe to eat and which are poisonous. And when danger threatens, whether from a predatory leopard or a rival chimpanzee troop, they stand together, a formidable force united in their defense of their home and their family. It is this silent, unspoken contract of cooperation that forms the true bedrock of their society, the enduring strength that sustains life amidst the ever-present chaos. When the dust of conflict settles and the raw emotions of the power struggle subside, a fragile sense of calm returns to the jungle. The morning mist weaves through the ancient trees, catching the golden sunlight in ethereal shafts of light, creating an atmosphere of serene beauty. It is a scene of profound peace, a world that seems untouched by the violence that so recently unfolded. But in this kingdom, peace is a fleeting and often illusory state. It is merely an interlude, a brief moment of respite before the next storm of ambition and blood inevitably gathers on the horizon. The jungle waits, a silent and watchful observer, for the next chapter in the endless cycle of rise and fall, of dominance and submission. From the deep, verdant shadows of this complex world emerges a creature that seems to embody the very spirit of the jungle's vibrant life, the hornbill. With its magnificent, oversized beak, often adorned with a striking casque, and its plumage a brilliant tapestry of colors, it reigns over the treetops. It is a symbol of both the jungle's breathtaking beauty and its intricate web of life. The hornbill is more than just a beautiful resident. It is a vital architect of this forest ecosystem. As it feasts on the abundance of fruits the jungle provides, it becomes an unwitting agent of renewal. With every meal, it spreads seeds far and wide, carried in its belly and deposited across the forest floor, ensuring the growth of new trees and the continued vitality of the jungle it calls home. The hornbill's life is also a story of extraordinary devotion and a remarkable ritual of survival. In a display of trust that is almost unparalleled in the animal kingdom, the female hornbill, when she is ready to lay her eggs, seals herself inside a hollow in a tree. Using a mixture of mud, droppings, and fruit pulp, she and her mate construct a wall that covers the entrance, leaving only a narrow, vertical slit. Through this tiny opening, the male will faithfully deliver food to her, and later to their chicks for weeks on end. This strange and seemingly perilous act of self-imprisonment is a marvel of evolutionary adaptation. The sealed nest becomes an almost impenetrable fortress, protecting the vulnerable mother and her offspring from the ever-present threat of predators like snakes and monkeys. It is a testament to the incredible lengths that nature will go to in order to ensure the continuation of life, a story of patience, sacrifice, and unwavering trust written in mud and devotion. As we journey from the dense, humid embrace of the jungle, the landscape undergoes a dramatic transformation. The towering canopy thins and gives way to the vast, golden expanse of the savannah. Here, under the relentless gaze of the scorching African sun, a different kind of society thrives, one governed by a different set of rules. We enter the realm of the baboons, a world defined by rigid hierarchy, unwavering unity, and the relentless, pulsating rhythm of the wild. Their survival depends not on the shadows and secrets of the jungle, but on the strength of their numbers and the strict order of their troop. On the sun-baked plains of the savannah, territory is everything. It is the source of food, water, and safety, and it is a prize that is fiercely contested. The air, thick with the heat of the day, is suddenly shattered by the aggressive barks and screams of confrontation. Two rival baboon troops have met at the invisible border of their domains, and a battle is imminent. What follows is a chaotic explosion of dust and fury. The large, powerful males lead the charge, their formidable canine teeth bared in a terrifying display of aggression. It is a clash of clans, a raw and primal struggle for the resources that mean the difference between life and death. The air echoes with their war cries, a symphony of chaos that rolls across the open plains. When the dust finally settles and a tense silence returns, the victors reclaim their land. They are wounded, exhausted, but unbroken. Their fierce defense of their territory is a stark and powerful testament to the fundamental law of the savannah: survival through strength and collective power. Once the immediate threat has been neutralized and the fragile pieces restored, the troop seamlessly resumes the intricate rhythm of its daily life. The society is a model of disciplined organization. The dominant males, ever vigilant, patrol the perimeter, their keen eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. The females, the heart of the troop, forage for roots, insects, and seeds, while simultaneously nurturing their young. The little ones cling to their mothers' backs, safe and secure within the protective embrace of the group. Every gesture, every glance, every social interaction is imbued with the discipline of a society that has been meticulously built on the principles of protection and perseverance. It is this unwavering structure and order that allows them to thrive in an environment fraught with peril. Within this highly structured and male-dominated society, It is the females who are the true conduits of the troop's future. They form the core of the community, their bonds of kinship creating a stable and nurturing environment. Through a system of shared care and cooperation, they ensure the survival of the next generation. Aunts, sisters, and grandmothers all play a role in raising the young, a collective effort that strengthens the entire troop. The cycle of birth, the patient nurturing of the infants, and the unwavering unity of the females form the quiet, steady heartbeat of survival that thrums beneath the often chaotic surface of Savannah life. It is a testament to a different kind of strength, one that is not based on aggression and dominance, but on compassion and cooperation. As the fiery orb of the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the savannah is bathed in the soft, ethereal light of twilight. The shadows lengthen and deepen, and a new and formidable presence enters the stage. It is the leopard, the silent hunter, with a coat of dappled gold that allows it to blend seamlessly into the tall, dry grass. It moves with a liquid grace that is both beautiful and terrifying. It is a master of stealth and precision, an embodiment of deadly efficiency. It glides through its domain, unseen and unheard, its powerful muscles taut with anticipation. The leopard is the ghost of the grasslands, waiting with infinite patience for the perfect, opportune moment to strike. And then, in a sudden, breathtaking flash of explosive power, the leopard attacks. The hunt, which was a patient game of observation and stealth, is over almost before it has truly begun. The attack is a blur of claws and teeth, a swift, silent, and utterly merciless act of predation. Under the fatting light of the setting sun, the delicate balance of life and death shifts once more. One life is extinguished so that another may continue. It is a stark and brutal reminder that in the untamed wilderness of Tanzania, the concept of mercy has no place. It is a world governed by the simple, unyielding realities of predator and prey. As the deep velvet of night descends, cloaking the land in darkness, nature reclaims its indisputable throne. The dramas of the day, the chimpanzee's coup, the baboon's territorial war, the leopard's successful hunt, all fade into the vast, silent expanse of the African night. Every creature, from the newly crowned alpha chimpanzee to the tiniest hornbill chick sealed in its nest, lives and dies under one single, unchanging and eternal law. The strong, the adaptable, and the fortunate endure, while the weak, the careless, and the unlucky vanish. In this world, power is a fleeting illusion, a temporary prize in an endless game. But survival in its rawest and most fundamental form is the only thing that is forever. So what happens when the carefully laid plans of ambition go awry? When the attempted betrayal fails and the coup is crushed, all that remains are the ruins of that ambition. In this unforgiving realm, every action has a consequence, and even a failed power grab carries a heavy cost. The challenger may be exiled or worse, killed. The delicate social fabric of the group is torn, and it may take time for the wounds to heal. The jungle, ever present and ever watchful, simply waits. It is a silent witness to the endless cycle of rising and falling, of ambition and failure, and the countless stories of survival that play out beneath its canopy every single day. As we reflect on these incredible stories from the heart of the Tanzanian wilderness, we are left to ponder the nature of power itself. We see that it is not just about physical strength, but also about intelligence, strategy, and social connection. We see that leadership is a profound responsibility, a fragile position that must be constantly defended. And we see that true, enduring strength often comes not from individual dominance, but from the power of cooperation and community. How can we apply these timeless lessons from the animal kingdom to our own lives? Where do we see these same struggles for power and survival playing out in our own communities, our workplaces, and even our own families? The jungle and the savannah are not as far removed from our own world as we might think. They are mirrors that reflect the most primal and fundamental aspects of our own nature. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unforgiving kingdom. We hope it has given you a deeper appreciation for the intricate and often brutal beauty of the natural world. May you find strength in your own communities and wisdom in the face of your own challenges. We wish you all the best of health and happiness. And if you found this story as captivating as we did, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible journeys into the wild heart of our planet.